Welcome back to my channel, guys. Next in food, I am your diva chef, Simone Walker-Barrett. Today's tutorial is all about cowfoot, curry cowfoot to be exact. Cowfoot, all it is skin, bone, and delicious tendons cooked in a moist method, usually by long stewing, or to speed up the process, you can put it in a pressure cooker. Traditionally, it is not cooked with curry, but I love curry, so I want to show you how to add some new flavors, some different flavors, some familiar flavors to your curry cowfoot. And if you are just passing through the channel and you have not yet subscribed, I ask you to just hit that subscription button. And if you have subscribed, I want to welcome you. Leave a comment down below. Tell us how you like your cowfoot. Let's make some curry cowfoot. So let's look at what we need for curry cowfoot. So these are our dry spices. This is complete seasoning. I have a tablespoon of it. This is the lovely Better Pack Jamaican curry. This is a tablespoon. This is powdered ginger, a teaspoon. 2 teaspoons of Cajun seasoning, a tablespoon of garlic powder, and a teaspoon of adobo. I find that the adobo is very salty, so I'm not using any salt yet. So we just want to pour all of that on your cowfoot. And by the way, this cowfoot was washed and dry. This is 2 pounds of cowfoot to be exact. I'm just using my little serving tongue to just mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. Now, cowfoot is traditionally eaten in Jamaica. It is an offal. It's a reject cut of meat. However, it has its rightful place in our culinary heritage. You either love it or you don't. But after this tutorial, I hope you'll try out our curry cowfoot. So guys, let's cook some curry cowfoot now. So in our pot here, in our Dutch oven, we're adding some oil, not too much. And as is customary in Jamaica, we have to add a little curry in the oil. And this is the step, is called burning the curry. Okay, so spices are fat soluble. So when you put them in the oil, they make the flavors just taste so much nicer. There's a little myth in Jamaica to say if you don't burn the curry, it's going to run your belly. I don't really believe that. That is why I'm calling it a myth, because curry is a spice. It is made from turmeric with other spices, so toasting it in the oil just increases deliciousness. So now that that is done, we're going to just put our seasoned cowfoot pieces in the pot, and we want to just combine everything to get the flavor going and all of that extra seasoning. All right, just move it around. So I am going to just let it brown up on both sides, and then I'll show you what it looks like. So guys, I am turning the cowfoot. See, it is browning up nice and slow. I like to do this as a process. This process results in a tastier finished product. So this process is really called searing, where you sear off meat before you allow it to stew. Okay, so now is a good time for me to add some more flavor. And what I'm going to be adding are some tomatoes. I love tomatoes in curry. I love the acidity of it. So I'm adding in some chopped tomato. That was approximately 1 medium tomato chopped, 1 small onion chopped. So all of that goes in, and some Scotch bonnet pepper and a few sprigs of thyme. So this is going to enter the party. Give it a stir around, and I'm going to cover it and let this part cook for 5 minutes before I add some water to it. So guys, 5 minutes has passed since we added our tomato and onion and thyme. So gonna give it a stir around. I wish you could smell this. This smells absolutely delicious. So that bright curry color has been achieved. Now it's time for me to add some water, and I'm using warm water. I'm adding just enough to cover it. This part is very important because stewing is a long, moist method of cooking. So you want to cover it and then turn it on low. So I'm going to set my stove to 180 and I'm going to let this just slow cook. Now if you have a slow cooker, you can set it to 250 and go shopping, go to church, and when you come back, this cowfoot will be nice and soft. You can also set it overnight, or if you want it to be done real quickly, you could just add this in your pressure cooker, and this will the cooking time will be significantly reduced to about 15 minutes tops in the pressure cooker after it starts to whistle. So I'll show you what this look like in a few hours. We love dumplings into our curry cowfoot, so I'm just going to make some little dumplings. We call them spinners in Jamaica. I'm using a cup of flour. You need to add a little bit of salt to taste and just kind of combine that. And then of course you want to add some water. Just add the water in small amount at a time. We're mixing it into a nice dough. I like to use a spoon to do this. You can actually feel the tension of the flour on the spoon. When you do this long enough, you can look and you can feel if it have enough liquid in there. And I think we're good right here. Now just give it a stir around till you pick up all the dry pieces of flour from the bowl, and get your hand in there if you're not sure and just feel it. Okay, so this is our dumpling dough, and this is going to make our little dumplings, and these are what they look like. We call them spinners. So you can make them like this, or you could just shape them into a round ball and flatten them just like this and put them in. All right, this just add a little bit more texture, a little bit more character to this cowfoot. It is totally optional, but traditionally in my household, whatever stew we're making, we have to put some carrots, some potatoes, and some dumplings in there, aka spinners. So I will show you what the cowfoot looks like, guys, as soon as it is ready. Okay guys, 2 hours after, and this is what our cowfoot looks like. It's quite tender. All right, I think it's tender enough. Now I'm going to re-season. And remember, you can always make it in the pressure cooker. The pressure cooker will reduce the time significantly. So you always want to re-season to make sure you get that good flavor going. Now let us add our little dumplings that we talk about. So these are the dumplings, are called spinners. Just put them in no particular order. So you just round it into your hands like so, and then roll it into a log, just like that. The cowfoot can be oily because, again, all the cowfoot is skin and tendons and bone and fat. So if you see too much oil, you can just take it out using a spoon. And our curry cowfoot is coming along nicely. I'm making my spinners nice and big. I'm gonna put some round ones in as well. Some round dumplings in there. And guys, this smells absolutely amazing. Now you can have these with boiled bananas, boiled yam, or rice and peas, or white rice. So I'm just gonna cover it. I put a whole Scotch bonnet in there because we like everything spicy around here. So I'm gonna cover it and let the dumplings cook, and then I'll be adding in some Irish potatoes and carrots. These were pre-cooked. I boiled them ahead of time. So guys, the dumplings are nice and cooked. Now we're going to add some carrots for sweetness and just some potatoes. This is how I make Cowfoot for my family. This is how I make every stew. So 5 more minutes, and then finally we're going to add some broad beans, and our Cowfoot will be ready. So guys, our curry Cowfoot is finally ready. The last ingredients we're adding are our broad beans. Now there's no Cowfoot without broad beans in my household. I'm just using a canned broad beans. They're already cooked. You can pick up your favorite brand, and just because they're already cooked, we don't allow them to stay too long. We just want it to absorb the flavor of the curry Cowfoot. So we're going to give it 2 to 3 minutes, and then we will serve our curry Cowfoot. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial on how to make curry Cowfoot. I hope you found it to be informative. Remember now to subscribe if you have not yet done so. Share our channel Nextinfood with a friend. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Curry Cowfoot is getting a moment in the Nextinfood kitchen. I will see you next time with another of my family's favorite Jamaican comfort food. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.